Every single time Cierra from Love Island pops on my screen, I am obsessed with how her makeup looks. So today we're gonna try to recreate how she does her makeup. I watched one of Cierra's old makeup tutorials and I think she was using the Milk Hydro Grip. Going in with a little bit of the Huda Beauty color corrector in the shade Peach. Her base always looks very natural, so I'm gonna go in with the Ilia complexion stick. I'm a shade Magnolia. Look at that shade match. Blending that out with the Say foundation brush. She's definitely a member of the fluffy brow community. I'm not big on fluffing my brows, but I'm gonna go in with the Gulfy brow gel. Gonna comb backwards because I think that's how you get the most fluff. Brushing them up as high as possible. So I fear this might be the fluffiest we can get them. Before her concealer, she underpaints with her blush and her bronzer. Her blush is so bright, and the brightest blushes that I have are this Bosma one in the shade Fuchsia. I also have the same one in the shade Dreamy. I don't think the same one is pink enough, so I'm just gonna use the Bosma one. Cierra puts it all the way down to her eyes, like her entire cheek is just blush. Taking it under my eyes, which I guess is her method of color correcting maybe. She goes in with a warmer contour, so I'm gonna go in with the Mango People Stick in the shade Dune. Also using that to contour my nose. Blending that out with a flat brush. Her makeup is so well blended. I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender on top. Her nose shape is very different to mine, so I'm gonna take an angled brush and just blend it down, and then also take some of that product and blend it into my eyelid. She goes in with the Hourglass concealer. I'm gonna go in with the shade Beach. She uses a concealer that matches her skin tone. She puts concealer near the inner corner, in the middle, a little bit to lift her eyes. She also adds concealer near her cheekbones. I'm gonna add some down my nose for some nose contour. Gonna go ahead and blend that out with the Hourglass brush. I haven't seen her use a setting powder, but I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury one. Concentrating that under my eyes because I feel like she doesn't have a lot of powder on her face. Transition between the blush and the bronzer and the concealer is so seamless. To set her under eyes, she uses the pink one size, but I have the translucent one. Setting my nose contour and then just the under eye portion. She kind of has a thicker baby wing and then an inner corner. I have hooded eyes, so I'm just gonna follow my natural eye shape. Then she goes in with the powder bronzer, which I don't have. I'm gonna use this brownish powder blush from Patrick Ta in the shade She's So LA. Brushing that over. My blush is not nearly as pink as hers, so I'm gonna pick one of these super bright ones. ColourPop New to You, Lawless Indian Summer. The Lawless blush is so pigmented. For some glow, I'm gonna go in with the Bare Minerals highlighting blush in the shade Rose Glow. It's like the brown girl friendly version of the Dior blush. I'm gonna stick to my nose contour Holy Grails and go in with the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter on the tip, also the bridge. The show is sponsored by Maybelline, so I know that she uses the Maybelline Sky High. I don't have that, so I'm gonna go in with the Kofi Buddy Lash. Gonna layer that with the Bare Minerals Maximus mascara. She goes in and re-emphasizes her beauty marks. How are the fake freckles the hardest part? Her lip combos are very pink, plum, berry-ish. I'm gonna start off by overlining my lips with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Going in with the Mango People Stick and Sweet Berry. Just dabbing a little bit for a transition shade. For the gloss, I'm going in with this Edam gloss. This is in the shade Bicep Glaze. Look at that lip combo. This is the final look. I will be doing this makeup again. Bye!